The camera angle keeps changing. Fucking bye-bye, shit Garian. So, firstly, thank you very much. We just hit 400 in like a day. What's going on? I have no idea. But thanks to a viewer-submitted suggestion, they told me that I should do a video, just like the Wrangling Guard one, on why she's mega cringe. We should do one why such and such a hero is mega based. Name up there. This is the person that suggested it. Oh yes, look at him. How sexy. How big of a penis he must have. How much he must do with the ladies. But yeah, so I thought we'd do that today. So we're going to talk about the single most based character in the entirety of the game. No biases whatsoever, especially not because it's my main or anything. Highlander. Look at this beautiful mug. We're going to go through on what makes him great and how you should fight with him. So, first off, we're going to talk about perhaps the second best move in the game behind Nature's Wrath on Kensei. Celtic Curse. On the board, I hope you're taking notes. Celtic Curse is a fantastic move. It's also a brilliant opener. You would be surprised the amount of people who don't parry it. I use this at the beginning of the game to judge how good a player is that I'm fighting. So it's dodge forward heavy, which you can soft feint into the left or right. Everybody always soft feints it to the right side, by the way, if you want a tip on how to fight Highlander. So sometimes throw it to the left. But if they don't parry it, I will continue to throw it until they do parry it. However, if they do parry it, you can then mix it up. So you can either do the Celtic Curse and then just throw it once. That normally catches them out if you don't soft feint it. People don't really see that coming. Or you can do the Celtic Curse and then you soft feint it into offensive stance. And then from there you could do your mix-ups, you could do your kick feint now, good rework, or kick to grab, or you can do a heavy into feint into kick, or you could do your light attacks. That's good. We like Celtic Curse. Celtic Curse also does bear damage, and it's very funny because if you do hit them, I mean, even if they block it, you can throw an additional heavy. I think it's called like Banshee's Wail or something. Dope move. Use that shit all the time. Next move he has is his crushing counters. Superior lights, whatever you want to call them. In defensive mode, which is your normal one when you're not throwing heavy, these boys save my bacon so much. So if I'm ever playing a game and my reaction time is a bit low because I'm tired, I haven't had an energy drink or anything, spam them at heavies until they parry it once, and then mix it up and start trying to parry with heavies. Honestly, the amount of times I've just binned somebody off by just crushing counter, and then the minute I think they know that I'm going to throw a light, I throw a heavy and they eat it. Prime. That and mixing it up with a bow every now and again once it's unlocked. That's also fun too. These are great. You can also, as soon as you use them, you can like fast flow straight into offensive stance. Offensive stance is where you want to be, basically. Pretty much all game. But mixing it up between defensive and offensive is really good. Crushing counters, balling, based. So we've got based Celtic Curse, based crushing counters. They were a little less based though when you could backstep light. However, that was like Highlander's only good opener. Give it to me back, please. Berserker can still do his, please. Next. I'm back. Had a customer in. This one will surprise everybody. Just raw ass heavies, throw them from open. It's so fun. People often don't parry them because they're scared. They're like, oh, he's going to feint it to guard break. Bro, you can just straight up just throw heavies at people and they just don't do anything. Sometimes they try and parry it thinking it's going to be a light and then they just eat 20 something damage. Brilliant. They also get hyper armor pretty quick as well, so they're excellent for trading. We like to see it. Oh, I've just remembered. Highlander used to have hyper armor on his second light. Was a bit busted that though. Was a little bit busted. Based. Offensive stance is the whole part about Highlander's kit. They say he's got 2 movesets. Defensive stance is to get into offensive stance. Defensive stance is your opener, basically, and offensive stance is your actual moveset. Getting good with offensive stance as Highlander makes you a Chad. If you, I mean, a lot of people complain that, oh, you can just kick to grab, kick to grab, kick to grab. I'll let you know a little secret. If you dodge attack, kick to grab doesn't work. If you throw a kick, unless you're Varangian Guard, which is very good. I found out, I fucking loved it when I found out kick to grab catches Varangian Guard dodges. Or at least it did. I don't know whether it still does. I haven't played it much recently. I really should. Offensive stance is baller. Kick to grab, though, if they dodge attack, you're fucked. Or they can just light you, which is not good. If you go up against a Highlander and he's sat in offensive stance, throw a light. Throw a light at a random time. Just when you think they least expect it, just throw it. Just go. Takes them out of defensive stance right away. Also, Ubisoft, I swear to God, make it so teammates can't knock you out of offensive stance. That shit is annoying. Especially when you've got a Medjay on your team, you're just fucking swinging around. And then I'm sat there trying to wait for a perfect opportunity to kick, go to kick, and then all of a sudden Medjay just goes, and then bips me, does 1 damage, and now I've got to go, oh, offensive stance, there we go. Then I've got to do that. That's annoying. You fucking fix that, Ubisoft. But yeah, offensive stance, great. Honestly, before the rework, I would have been totally happy with his stamina costs reduced a little bit, a feintable kick, and spicy hot take here. In offensive stance, I think his dodges should negate undodgeable. I think he still shouldn't have a guard, but if he is dodging in offensive stance, he should be able to dodge undodgeables. I think that would have been a good rework and would have made him a bit more spicy. But offensive stance is great. The dodge forward grab is fantastic. If you do a kick and get the heavy off, sometimes if you just dodge forward grab, they don't react. And it's very funny. Also, neutral grab is great as well. Just throw that sometimes. Just sit there, stare at them for a minute. They'll go, huh? And then if you just throw the neutral grab, they go, oh, I guess I'm on the floor now. But yeah, offensive stance is also great. What else is good about Highlander? Oh yeah, the meme. The meme. His zone is fantastic as well. 3 stages, pretty much immediate hyper armor, which you can feint at any point, and you can also feint and fast flow into offensive stance. Nice stuff. It's good. The only part of his kit that I think is a little cringe is his offensive lights. Great when you get light parry. Oh, you feel good. You feel good. But yeah, his offensive lights are a bit cringe. I do like the fact that they've taken away the ability to soft feint the heavy into the light, which still comes out at the same time as a heavy. What the fuck was that about? Why would they have that in the kit? Bro, that's gone now. But jeez, that was fucking dumb. Oh god. Ooh. Right, now let's talk about his more-based things as well. I've spelt it wrong, but it's fashion. That's what we're talking about. Highlander's fashion is based. That is the whole reason, well, 40% of the reason I started playing. Big Scottish man with large thighs, wields big sword and screams at people. I don't know about you, but that's fantastic. I think all of his armor sets look pretty good. They do look a bit samey though, which I think is the only problem. They've started rectifying that with the new stuff that they're releasing, but bruh, some of this stuff just looked so similar. But his fashion's great. You can, his hero skin. Oof, hero skin gets a hero skin. That gets its own little category. Probably the nicest hero skin just today. It looks fantastic. It's good. The eyes blink on top of the helmet though. I don't know whether you've seen that. Like, you know when you stood there on your screen waiting, the eyes on the top just go boop boop, which is weird. I don't know why they do that. I thought it was like a little bear pelt. I didn't think it was still alive. Like some symbiotic parasite controlling the Highlander or some shit. Weird. But yeah, his hero skin's great. Fashion's good. You can either make the coolest looking character in the game, or you could do what I did, and when I hit Rep 80 with him, I slapped on pink and made the pinkest Highlander you've ever seen in your entire life. And it really annoys people when I kill him. When I killed him with him. He's fantastic. Fashion is great. Emote spam. His emote spam's pretty good too. Not the best in the game, I will admit, but he's very good. That one where where he's in, where you're locked on and he goes like this. Fantastic stuff. Absolutely fantabby-dozy stuff. I have a lot of emotes and executions on him. His executions are also great. We'll include them there. Executions are great. They're all very brutal. We do like that. The one that I think annoys the people the most, though, is the universal one for Vikings, where when you kill somebody, you give them a drink and then they pass away after they've had the neck of the pine. I also pair it with the New Year's Eve effect, just to make it thoroughly annoying. But yeah, executions are great. Fashion good. Zone's fantastic. Hero skin based. Celtic Curse, crushing counters, raw heavies, and offensive stance. All fantastic. I don't know. I just love him. He's great. This is why I started playing him. So first off, big Scottish man, big thighs, cool sword, big ass sword. Why wouldn't you want to play him? Also, the noise when you hit a heavy on Highlander, dopamine to the brain. So good. However, the reason I started playing him, because I'm rep 80 with him, right? The reason I started playing Highlander is that I one day looked at him and I was like, oh, I really want to play Highlander. Now, my brother, Morgan, not Smorgan, Morgan, you've seen him if you've watched the stream. He goes to me, because he tried to play Highlander before, right? He goes, Callum, you'll never get good at Highlander. And out of sheer spite, I've now put in about 26 days with him. I have played a lot of Highlander. I got him to rep 10 before the CC changes happened. So I lived through the days of, if I threw a light, I was getting light parried. And there was nothing I could do about it. So I barely ever threw lights. But yeah, Highlander has gone through some changes. At one point, I think when I was about rep 60-ish with him, I started to notice that he had some shortcomings, especially once the power creep properly kicked in before he got his rework. It was a bit of a difficult time. But yeah, no, Highlander super based. Thank you very much again for the suggestion. And we stream Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. And at about 8:39ish UK time. Sometimes we do Sundays as well. Hop in, come chat shit with us. Sometimes we play with viewers and stuff. So yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side.